What is up, guys? It is TK Whopper, and we're going to be doing another tutoring. This time we are going to be watching Mr. iamanooby2. Wait, is that what that says? Stop moving. I am a newbie 2, see? No. Yeah. That's probably what it means. Anyways, he is playing Thresh blue side, so take off that. Whoops. Take off that. Take off purple frames. We can lower this. It's not really important. Actually, it is. He started Double Biscuit, Stealth Ward, and Ancient Coin, which is generally the new standard for supports. Like, it's not 100% necessary, but that's pretty much what every support goes, except for the gold gen item. Generally, champions like Leona, sometimes Thresh, not always. Most Thresh actually don't get the Targon's Embrace, but like Taric and Leona would get that. And then Annie, Fiddlesticks have the potential of getting Frostfang, which is the one that's cages. I don't even know what they're called really, because I'm too used to the other names. It uses Trinket Ward there. I mean, there's not a huge benefit in doing that. Generally, I like using the first trinket either on their buff just to like see when they clear it so you have a timer, or maybe like right there to make sure the enemy jungler is not doing a level 2 cheese. Wow, this is a cheesy game. Field trolling and everything. I don't even know what's going on. Double mid, I guess, so they're probably going to be a 1v2 bot. No, they don't have a jungler, so it might not be a 1v2 bot. Alright, Caitlin's going in to get poked. I don't know what masteries and runes he used, but masteries, you gotta go 0921 on most supports. Okay, something to do right there. When your AD carry, alright, generally as a support, you want to let your AD carry get the minions, right? Because that's the point of the support, get your AD carry fed. But when your AD carry, it's impossible for them to get a minion, just take it yourself, because there's really no reason not to. You won't get the 2 gold for the favor passive on Ancient Coin, but you'll get like 19, so it's definitely worth it. He hasn't taken his first spell yet. He should definitely take his E and then start auto poking, and now he should take his Q because he's actually level 2. I don't know why, but he's a little behind on his spells. You want to go start with E on Thresh, unless you're invading. If you're invading, you're going to want Q to hook someone. And then you're going to want to level your Q level 2, W level 3, and then max Flay. I have no idea what happened there. If he should have Flay Teemo backwards, because he was definitely in range. He shot out, he tried to get that hook there, he didn't quite make it. You always want to make sure you're auto attack harassing. See there, he got the CS because he knew his AD carry wasn't able to get it. But only take CS as a support when you know your carry is not going to be able to get it. You want to poke as much as possible on ranged champions. As you see, he has the pickpocket mastery, which means every time you auto attack an enemy champion, if you have range, you get 3 gold, which is pretty helpful. He has exhaust. Some Threshes like Ignite. It's really personal opinion. Exhaust is good if you want to play a more passive lane, Ignite if you want to play a more offensive lane. And also you might want to take Exhaust if the enemy team has someone like Jax, who's going to be jumping on your carry, and really the only way to stop them from just straight killing your carry is by exhausting it. But if they have like a lot of healing moves, maybe you want to take Ignite. So right now their lane's not warded, and they don't have a jungler. So he doesn't have to put down wards. Oh wow, he's dead. So he doesn't have to put down wards anywhere. Wow, okay. I decide to watch Thresh for 1 minute, and then they start to get in the fight. Way to go. Okay, he's playing aggressive, he's playing up. That's what you want to do on Thresh. Make sure you get poked down. He's missing a lot of Qs. That's just practice. Double play them backwards. That was good. He's focusing on the support. No, he wants to lantern her in here. He wants to lantern her. Because, alright, she shouldn't have flashed. He's going to get a double kill here. Alright, something you want to do. Okay, he got it. I didn't even see that. Does he have Q? Alright, just keep chasing, keep chasing. Q. That's going to hit. Now follow it up. Auto attack and you should get the kill. Wow. Well, he barely didn't get it. That's a shame. But not much more he could have done. Here you just want to try and CS when your AD carry leaves lane. Well, when your AD carry leaves lane or dies, you always want to be in the lane with your AD carry, because right now this ancient coin passive is being wasted. Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't be getting the CS to make sure he gets a passive, but the only way to efficiently use this passive to the fullest extent is to have 2 people in lane, 1 getting the minions and 1 not. And that is also the same with all 3 gold gen items, because Targon's Embrace, you need an ally there to split the gold with. And Frostfang, I don't even know what stage of the item it is, but Frostfang, if you kill a minion, the passive is disabled, the one that when you hit an enemy you get gold. So you have to ensure that someone is in lane to get the CS, so you don't have to get the CS and deactivate your passive. Now again, I'm not saying you shouldn't get the CS, but I'm just saying it's not as efficient as if you had an AD carry there. Okay, something he did now that I want to point out is his AD carry died, and their support had to go back. That means he was the only person in lane. Which means he's the only person who hasn't gone back. Misfortune, Vampiric Scepter, Doran's Blade. Caitlyn, let me line this up. I did it. Oh, the support's supposed to be at the bottom, because nobody cares about the support. Caitlyn actually didn't get any items. I don't really know why. He's going way too ham for this kill. Like, even if he gets it, which he probably will. Oh, he's not going to get it. He got blinded. Yeah. You never want to go super ham in a 1v2 when you don't have your AD carry with you. Because bot lane is all about the 2v2s, not as much about the solo players. If your AD carry or support, either one, is low health or can't really fight, you don't want to try and make plays by yourself against 2 people. As I was saying, when those were in lane, when the 3 had gone back or died and Thresh was the only one in lane, he had it. Well, wait, let me make sure I say this correctly, because this is important. When Thresh was the only one in lane, he had the option of pushing the wave or going back. Now, generally, while pushing the wave will get you more gold before you go back, it's not the best idea. And the reason for this is because supports generally can't push that well. Even if they do have area of effect abilities, they don't do that much damage, and so it's kind of hard for them to push. If you want to learn about why you should push the wave before you go back, you can watch my last tutoring. I'm positive it's in there. The Zlod tutoring, where he played Lucian. Anyways. Ooh, fancy team-up plays right there. He can land this hook, run back, connect it, ult, and then shield. Alright, something he did there was, he shielded, it's gonna work out, but he shielded himself instead of shielding Caitlyn. If he had shielded Caitlyn, actually this is bronze, so there's no guarantee about that. But generally you want to shield your allies, because if you throw the lantern, let me talk about all the things I've been wanting to talk about. If he had thrown the lantern back there, Caitlyn would have grabbed it, the lantern would have came to Thresh with Caitlyn, so he still would have gotten the shield. Because if you, I think she just flashed, if you lantern someone and they grab it and then come to you, the lantern also comes to you, bringing the shield with it. So you guys they both would have gotten the shield in that situation. But because he put it on just himself, Caitlyn had to walk up to the fight, and it took her a little bit longer. And because of that, they might not get this kill. And that's the reason you always want to put the shield behind you. Now, if you're not positive your AD carry knows what they're doing and are going to grab the lantern, you might miss out on getting the shield. Because if no one clicks on the lantern and brings it to you, you won't end up getting the shield. So that is one reason for putting it right on top of you, just for the shield. And also it takes longer, because you have to throw the lantern back, which takes time, and then they have to grab it and bring it to you, which takes time. But that's just something to consider when you're playing Thresh. I also want to talk about we can watch this, because lane's going to be passive for a while. Yeah, you lanterned her there for really no reason. He's maxing W, you want to generally max E, and then go into Q, and then go into W. Wow. Wow. Bronze, guys. I'm not trying to make fun of anyone or insulting you because you're bronze. A lot of people are bronze. It's not something to be ashamed of, but anyways. Oh yeah, I was talking about the lane. The lane thing. No matter how much gold you have in your pocket, it's not this. I also said in the Lucian video, which you should definitely watch, because this guy, well, most of you should watch it, but especially iamanooby2. because a lot of the mistakes you're making were also made in the Lucian video. He's doing it again here. You never really want to stay in lane when you're low health, or even if you are full health, when you have gold in your pocket. Right now, he has 600 gold in his pocket. He could spend that he could spend that gold on a lot of things. Alright, he should just jump around here. Yeah, she's gonna get that too. I think Caitlyn should get that. He can flash E her backwards if he wants to. Yeah, that's probably what he should have done. I think he was in range. I'm not positive, so it might not be a great idea. I think he was in range. Don't be afraid to use summoners to get kills. It's worth it. If you ever watch the LCS or anything like that, they use like 4 summoners and an ultimate to get 1 kill. But that is different because they're professional. And yeah, it's hard to explain. Basically, the professional players will not be scared to use all their ultimates and summoners for one small objective because they know that they can play it safe and smart until those summoners come back up where they can get another small advantage, and eventually those compound into a victory or an objective, which leads to a victory. He finished. I don't really love. I don't know. He got boots of mobility, which is good, but it's not really that great in laning phase, because in laning phase, most of the time, they're not going to be active. You will have taken or received damage in the last 5 seconds, which kind of makes them a waste of gold. You generally want to go Sightstone. Now, the enemy doesn't have a jungler, which makes this a different case, but you generally want to go Sightstone after you get your upgraded gold gen item, which would be the Targons. I don't even know what they're called. Yeah, see, that's why you want to get Sightstone. Right now, they had no vision. He should just be running, and he should flash out right here. He waited a little bit. Actually, that was smart, because he burned an ignite for no reason, and then... Oh, something I want to point out real fast that he just did. He ate a biscuit while ignited, which means he has healing. And as soon as you eat a biscuit, you get 20 health, which means he only got 10 because he had the healing. I really don't know what his plan was there. I guess he wanted to bring Caitlyn up, but there was no real reason to. Teemo's in this bush, 90% positive. Teemo's still in here. When you're laning against a Teemo, you always want to get wards because you want to make sure that a pink ward. See? What did I tell you guys? I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Well, that would sound kind of arrogant. Ward that with Trinket. Oh, a lot of things I have to say. We can just watch this, I guess. Playing back, auto attack, auto attack. He can land the Q on that. No, Q's up. Alright, he's probably dead. He should have just ran. Not even bothered killing. Okay. A lot of things I gotta comment on that. So, first of all, you want to get Sightstone. You don't want to get mobility boots. General item path for support. Start with your gold gen and whatever he started with. I forget exactly. Upgrade it to the 2nd level gold gen and then start building into either Sightstone, or if you want, you can finish your gold gen item into the final form, Face the Mountain, Targon's Frostfang, or Nomad's Medallion. And then you want to get your Sightstone, so you have some wards for the lane, because it's kind of a waste of gold to keep buying wards. And you always want to get pink wards somewhere along the way. Now, I don't think Sightstone is actually as prevalent. I don't think I've seen it as much in Season 3.14, but it's still a good item. Health and all the wards you could ever need. And because you're going to be getting... A normal character, Sightstone's kind of a waste, because you get the yellow trinket, which is a ward, and then you have Sightstone, which allows you to place down 3, but you can actually only place down 2 because you put down your trinket. But on supports who end up getting the red trinket after being in lane for a while, you get to put down every single Sightstone ward, so you're using it to the fullest effect, which is why it's good. So that's the general build path. I am not 100% positive that's right. I'm pretty sure it is, but you might want to check like a special guide or something. And against a Teemo who not only has stealth mushrooms but also stealth himself, you either want to rush red trinket, get a little bit earlier, or you want to get pink wards in lane. I think it's just better just keep some pink wards in lane, use it on bushes where you think he's standing, and also use it on bushes just to get rid of his mushrooms. What else was I gonna say? That's about all I can think of. for the play that happened earlier. I don't exactly remember what happened, but that's about it. Mobies are just kind of always 2 gold. Fast forward because nothing's happening. Shield himself because you're walking on a stream. That's smart. I missed a hook. Whatever. Blah blah blah. Landing phase. Okay, there he walked up. He could have easily flayed her. He was like in melee range. Whenever you really get in melee range as Thresh or close, you want to flay them backwards when you have a Caitlyn, because you can easily poke them and harass them down with Caitlyn when you're at a very safe distance. Alright, he wants to connect this. On Thresh, you always want to wait for... Wow. See, that's the problem with lanterning yourself. Yeah, you get a shield on yourself, but it makes your AD carry very squishy and easy to be killed, like what happened there. See, right now, he shouldn't have done that. That just put him at, yeah. As I said earlier, this guy seems to have problems with going in or going aggressive when you don't have both members of your team there. In bot lane, you gotta have both members to make plays. Now, that's not always true, but it's a general rule of thumb. Try and have both of your members there before you do anything crazy. Like that. Right now, Caitlyn is super behind and has no gold, and he's not playing accordingly. And I haven't even been really, like, thinking he should. Like, I know he should, but, I don't know. I go on a lot of tangents, which make no sense. Basically, he's going really aggressive when he shouldn't be, because he's at a large disadvantage. He's selling... I don't know why he sold his ward, but he got trinket, or the red trinket, which is smart. Anyway, as I was saying, he's playing like they're winning lane when they're losing lane. When you're losing lane with a Thresh, the great part about Thresh is he's easily an aggressive support and he's easily a passive support. When you're losing lane with Thresh, play them away at... She's so squishy and does so little damage. Ooh, that save. She can just ult him and kill him. She should have. I'm pretty sure it would have killed her. Yeah, definitely would have killed him. That was bad of Caitlyn. Thresh is easily both kinds of support, as I was saying. If you're winning lane, you can flay them into your AD carry, into your team, get more damage down, and really try and fight. If you're losing lane, and also try and hook them as much as possible and make fights happen. If you're losing lane, flay them away from you, lantern for shield, try and play passively, and don't hook. A lot of people, when they're losing lane, a lot of people do this. They try and make plays. They try and hook the enemy, AD carry. They start fights with their grab when they're going to lose the fight. It doesn't matter if you can land a hook. If you're losing lane and will lose a fight, don't do it. There he could have just lanterned him out. Instead he walked in and put himself in a lot of danger for no real reason. He plays very aggressively there, and it just cost him. He's gonna get this kill, but it ended up costing him stuff. Ness died, right? Yeah, Susan died. So yeah, when you're in a situation like that, teammates caught out, that is where Thresh excels. All you have to do is just fling him. All you have to do is just lantern out your bro, lantern out your Nasus, and then just, wow, Moonwalker through those walls. You always want to carry a pink on you as Thresh, because as a support in general, he can just fling him. As a support in general, you want to be carrying around a pink ward, because if you want to take Baron or Dragon, put the pink ward right here, complete vision control. They'll have no vision of seeing you do Dragon, which not only makes them not know how many players are doing it, but it also makes it a lot harder to steal. Because if you're like waiting outside, let's say you're playing Fiddlesticks, you'll know when to ult in and you smite on it because you have vision on it. It's just much safer to have pink wards. Also, they might not know you're doing the objective. So, yeah. Always carry a pink ward around. Almost all the time. pretty much always just try and carry pink ward. He's getting a giant spell, going tanky. That's smart. You always want to go tanky on Thresh. Also, CDR can be very good on Thresh because more lanterns, more flays, more CC, more hooks. It's just what you want to do. Lantern out your AD carry when they're in danger. That's good. Okay. AD carry wasn't feeling like. Alright, right now they're in a 2v5 bot. And it's really unsafe, especially without this tower. So they're going to want to play passive. He should ward that. I think that's what he's going to do. That's good. Good. Yeah. Whatever. What was I just saying? I wasn't just saying anything. They're probably stealing double golem, so you want to go check that and maybe take your double golem. Oh, they weren't doing it. Alright, he can keep walking here. Alright, no, this is risky. He wants to back out. He can ult here just to make sure he's gonna live. He should definitely have ulted earlier. He could have lived that. Right now he's running on a very roundabout fashion. See, that flash was a mistake. Something a lot of players do. Oh, he ended up having to burn a flash because mobility boots kicked in. He actually got really fast, but he's dead. Alright, as I was saying, a lot of people make this mistake, and it's actually extremely common, and it can be extremely hurtful. If you think you have to flash to live and escape, or if you think you might even have to use a flash, use it immediately. Because something a lot of people do, they hold their flash. Some YouTuber made a video on this, I forget. But I've been saying it for longer than he has, so don't call me some imitator. He could have ulted as soon as he was caught here, caught them with the slow, flashed over this wall, and then just walked safely to his tower with Caitlyn to back him up. Instead, he walked this way with no feasible escape path, and it also allowed other people to flank him and cut him off. And that's why when you're playing anyone, any character, you don't want to hold your flash like he did. You just want to immediately use it and try and get out and be safe before danger happens. That's an easy hook. Something he's doing pretty well, not perfectly, is so the way Thresh's Q works, you attach them and then you hold onto them and pull you towards them gradually. Teemo's in that bush. They can easily kill him. And so the maximum efficiency of using Thresh Hook is to wait for the Q to about run out, and then you can sorry. Wait for the Q to about run out, and then you can what am I saying? Jeez. He lantern lasts out there, but something you don't want to do is the lantern brings them to you. It doesn't necessarily bring them out. So you don't want to lantern them out and then walk into the fight so they have no escape. If you put your lamp down to let someone escape, what you want to do is put your lantern down here and then wait at the max range of the lantern, so if they grab it, they'll traverse the entire range of the lantern and be brought really far away from the fight. You don't want to walk in with them to die. But as I was saying earlier, what was I saying?
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Thresh? Oh yeah, Thresh's Q. So let's go to Thresh, just so we can read the ability. Blah blah blah. Pulling them toward him for 1.5 seconds. Throughout this whole 1.5 seconds, you can reactivate the ability and they are snared. So in order to get the maximum effectiveness from this ability, you want to activate the second Q. After you activate the second Q, it cancels the first thing that snared them. So in order to get this ability to the maximum effect, you have to wait right until the Thresh Q is going to end, right until the leash on the enemy is going to end, and then you want to connect it. That's how you get the maximum amount of CC out of it. Something he's doing. He's activating it a little bit early. He's activating it around 1 second, which means he'd be getting another whole 0.5 seconds of snare in that he's not. He whipped display there. Alright, connect that, and then ult immediately, and then you kind of want to back out, because you're really squishy. And so, he actually did it pretty well. He's got to be risky here. Like, he hasn't, yeah, see, that's just a really bad spot to back. As soon as he saw the enemies coming, it was a pretty safe assumption that that was warded, and they knew he was there. And so after he saw them coming, he should have just bailed. He shouldn't have
stayed that long. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
After a big fight like that, if you're extremely low health and will die to pretty much anything, you just want to be more safe with your back. Like he could have gone back here to before he started going back, because that was just unnecessarily risky. Zed's split pushing pretty well, which is why they lost that fight badly. Right now, these two are kind of awkwardly caught in between Gragas and MF, but MF is dead because he can W in then alt. He messed up. He's gonna catch up because he's got movies. Alright, he's just gonna alter. He's just gonna alter. Just gonna alter. There we go. He's gonna double Q and then he's gonna go back to his climber. He's back. Minions just ravaged her. Minions just straight ravaged her so hard. He tried the lantern there. He uses the lantern just for the shield a lot, which is not a bad thing, but the lantern has some really, really great positioning, which is why whenever you're using it, you want to use it more for that positioning and less just for the shield. And cute. Oh, no, he's gonna walk on the trap. Is he not gonna die? Oh! Ult! Nasus had ult. Susan had ult that whole time. Maybe he was in. Benefit of the doubt, he was in. But he easily could have ulted and baited there. Caitlyn is examining her gun in the store. Very good, very good. Okay, I'm lazy. Time to follow this guy. There we go. Yeah, I don't feel like having my hand on the keyboard. Extremely lazy like that. Yeah, he walked on that barrel. That's not good. He wants to play. All right, he played it backwards, but he got beat, so can't really stop that. Wow. Wow, that was the worst ult tower I've ever seen. Ooh, got that. Connect that. Connect that. Connect that. All right. The reason he wanted to connect that was he got Gragas and then pulled him right to the wall. He pulled him into the range of the Heimerdinger ult tower. If he had connected that on Gragas, yeah, he'd probably be putting himself in danger. But he would have held Gragas in range of the ult tower long enough for Gragas to be DPS down and kill. Because the ult tower does a lot of damage. So I think he wants to do here is lantern this guy out if he has the lantern. He easily, I think, could have lanterned that guy out. But instead he went ham. He held his ultimate there for a really long time. I don't know if he had it during the fight. If he did, he definitely would have wanted to use it. Because you always want to make sure you ult earlier in a fight rather than later, just to make sure you get it down in a good spot. Just to make sure you actually get it down during the fight is why you want to ult it early.
Inhibitor has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, apparently he quit. There we go.
Team has slain the dragon.
Real Team Dragon, he's had pretty weak ward control. You always, especially when you have a Ruby Sidestone, always want to have 3 wards down. Even if you don't think it's in a great spot, just make sure you're always putting wards down. Like right there. Could have warded there. Could have gotten to Baron, ward that, ward this. Pretty much any bush on the entire map, you want to have a ward in it. Hey look, someone pinged. So yeah, something he's been making a mistake of is just not warding enough. Just always try and have wards down whenever you can. At least I'm pretty sure he does. Yes, he's got 2 out of 3 wards down. 1 out of 3 wards down. He just always try and be putting down wards in any situation you really think is valuable. Alright, what he wants to do here is lantern out his grow. Wow. That was awesome. He got into his pole and then just cheesed. Cheeses and gems. Evil up, even more cheese. See, he's backing here, like in the middle of a fight. He should be either going to a safer place or trying to do something. He shouldn't just be standing still backing. It's kind of a waste. Alright, now when you're playing base defense, Talisman of Ascension is good, but you also want to get Home Guard, just so you can keep going back to base and refilling. Here he's trying to push the wave, that's good. He can easily get this kill. He can just play him. I mean, that's what I meant. Hook him in, bring him in, just get him killed here. He can kill this too. Alright, threat. He's exhausted. He exhausted there a little bit late, but it wouldn't have really mattered. They got the same effect of it either way, and I'm pretty sure Caitlyn was dead. So that was fine. Played that pretty well. He had no ult. Greg's just gonna E over.
Blue team's inhibitors respawning soon.
You know what I'm gonna try after this game? This is completely unrelated, and I have no idea why I'm talking to you about this. But again, he has to have more wards, and that's something really important on support, especially when you're very precise zone. Just try and get those wards down ASAP. Talisman of Ascension's a good gold, good item as well. Oh, it doesn't lose favor? I thought it lost the gold then when you upgrade it. In that case, you want to get the Talisman of Ascension really early in lane, because like even before your sight stone, and just get normal wards up until that point, because it's a really helpful item. The utility with the giant move speed is extremely good, and it gives health, and it gives cooldown reduction. It's just a great item, and you really want to finish it. It doesn't give cooldown reduction.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
I mean, it doesn't give health. I didn't know that. How does it give cooldown reduction and not health? What does it build out of? Whatever. Anyways, cooldown reduction, regeneration, and insane utility with move speed. You want to finish that item really as fast as possible during laning phase. Okay, anyway, what I want to try is Graves. Now, not just any Graves. I want to play AD Caster Graves. And the way you play AD Caster Graves is you go... They gotta just bail here. This is really not safe. He's gonna get cocooned and die. He didn't die. No. Oh, yeah, he did. That Q is gonna just chunk him. Yeah, see. Dead. Yeah, launching him out, bro. That was good, that was good. Now he wants to set up the wall. Yeah, okay, that was good. So that way they can't chase through it. Talisman of Ascension, beautiful. He played that really well, really helped that Nasus escape. And he walks on a shroom. That's a shame. That's why you always gotta have a pink ward up. Try and clear those shrooms. Red, use the red thing whenever you can, the greater lens. He hasn't been using that pretty much at all this game. You always want to be doing those to clear wards and to clear shrooms. Use them pretty much whenever they're up. So yeah, AD Caster Graves. I saw it done in this rank game. He went BT, into BT, into Last Whisper, into BT. So much fun. Going triple BT Graves with Last Whisper. Your buckshot and collateral damage, which is Q and ult, just do so much damage. It's insane. Like, AD Caster gives amazing. And his E, there we go, using the red ward, that's good. His E gives him attack speed, so he doesn't really even have to build that. And then something I think would be a good buy when you have full AD is Sword of the Divine, because no matter, Sword of the Divine makes your next 3 auto attacks crit, which means he should have shielded his AD carry and himself with that lantern there. He shouldn't have just shielded himself. He's building pretty fine, just you want to go tanky, which is what he's doing. What was that zone? He's gonna get ulted. Wow. Does he have ult? He should have ulted. No, he doesn't have ult. He exhausted a little late there. It really didn't do anything. You only want to really exhaust when the enemy is doing a lot of damage either to you or one of your teammates. He went to his ult. Waste away. Wow, is that all? Farming minions like a mouse. Look at that. Look at that giant Nasus. Nasus VU is really needed, and it makes him look amazing. So no denial of that. Oh yeah, so Sword of the Divine, he's got to be careful here. They can't honestly do all this. Yeah, when you're faster than your opponent, he has mobility boots and she just has sorcerer shoes. You want to just keep walking at them until you're pretty much positive you can land a hook. Because the longer he had kept up that chase, the closer to her he would have gotten because he's going so fast. He's trying to run here, that's smart, because he definitely can't fight Fizz. So what he should have done there was keep chasing her until he was in range and at a really decent distance to hit that pole. To land that hook. Oh dear. Fire, the turrets are so strong. If he had gotten down all turret before he did that, that would have been just insane. So yeah, anyway, Sword of the Divine gets better the less crit chance you have, because it makes your next 3 auto attacks crit. If you already had crit chance, they would like, let's say you have 0% crit chance and you use Sword of the Divine. There's an 100% increase on the chance that your next 3 auto attacks are going to crit. If you already had, say, 25% cooldown crit chance, there's a 75% increased chance on your next 3 auto attacks. So it gets better the less crit chance you have. And so if you go full AD Graves, i.e., I mean, for example, triple BT, Last Whisper, because you know how IE means Infinity Edge, and it also means for example. Anyways, you go double BT, Last Whisper, Berserker Greaves, Sword of the Divine. I guess just go triple BT, Last Whisper, Berserker Greaves, Sword of the Divine. That sounds cheesy, but it actually might work, and I would so want to do that. I'm doing that in my next game. Once I, you know, own Graves. But that'll happen. I'll probably just like refund Jinx. I got it with IP, just so you know, not RP. I see what he was trying to do there. Let Q to Teemo, because, oh my, that did an insane amount of damage. Something you can do as Thresh is Q to either jungle cams like golems or players to escape. Because if you Q to them and then immediately use the second Q, you can use it as just a nice movement spell to get over walls or just get away in general. Anyway, back to following this guy. Whoops, I made it slower, not fast. He advances, that's a good item. Bringing in Thresh. Again, he's gotta be putting wards down. Oh, well. Really don't know what he did there. I don't think he didn't die. And Nasus did, so Nasus probably just got caught. Oh, we're alive now. He's gotta be careful here. They can easily burst him. I'm pretty sure Fizzy used Fishy. He tried to play there when they were, yeah, see. He can put up a box. Oh, he doesn't have a box. He should exhaust. Now is the time when you want to exhaust. He did that a little bit late. Yeah, see. If he had exhausted a tiny bit earlier on that Fizz, he could have gotten the kill. Wow. Wow. That's it, bro. Anyways, yeah, you want to exhaust earlier in a fight to make sure, because exhaust lasts for like 3 seconds, 2 seconds. You want to make sure you get the full effect out of it. Which is why. I have no idea what I was about to say. Sorry for that weird, obnoxious noise. Yeah, you want to exhaust early and make sure you get the full effect out of it. And be careful exhausting a Fizz, because they can E and make that duration kind of wasted. Did Karen go AFK? Trend won't fail 1 to 4 because they have 5 players. Okay, and there's probably like, alright guys, if you're not gonna surrender, I'm just gonna quit. Wah, 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 little baby. Yeah, it's almost possible that's what happened. Happens a lot in bronze and just lower elos, and even higher elos, it's still obnoxious. Just people who are too worse to even play out the game when you have like a disadvantage. Now granted, they're getting kind of raped, but still. Ooh. Yeah, see, right there. Oh, she didn't go AFK. Right there is an example of trying to hook when it's not in your best interest. Just because you can hit a hook doesn't mean you should. A lot of Threshers have to realize that. There have been times when I'm playing a Moo, I go for a Q, miss, I'm like, wow, I actually am really glad I missed that. I didn't want to go. That was good. He played the supers away from the Nexus towers. Swing, 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 swing. Again, he's building okay. I don't like Sunfire's like okay. It really requires you to be in the middle of a fight to do damage, but it's still not bad. That clarity. He should honestly just go back to base. Or it's a giant waste of clarity. Alright. So you can go to that clone and then ult him and kill him. Or you could have just ulted him and killed him from over the wall. You know what? On Graves, I don't think you would go triple BT. I think you go double BT and then get Infinity, because even though that gives you crit chance, which makes Sword of the Divine less efficient, it makes all your crits do more damage, which makes it better. Makes it do 2.5 instead of 2 times, so it makes him do 20% more damage. Or 25%. Wow. Wow! She eased into her team with a fish on her. Makes everyone die. So he's just got to be bailing here. Like, there's nothing he can do in this fight, really. He should have just bailed earlier. He really can't do anything. Okay, he got Gragas, but it would have been more worth it for him just to live, because then he could have gone back, practiced home guards, gotten full health, and then came out and killed Gragas. So yeah, they got kind of destroyed here. But there was a lot of good stuff, and really, I super highly recommend you watch the Lucian video, because it's got a lot of good information, a lot of mistakes that you made were covered in that video. So guys, hope you all enjoyed this tutoring, and I am a newbie too. I will see you in 9 minutes.